Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Isaac News and I am your host, Edikan Obot. Like I mentioned in one of my videos, somebody called me Isaac News. Please, I beg. My name is Edikan Obot. Alright, today we want to talk about the unveiling of the new Naira notes. So it has been making rounds around social media, a lot of comments, a lot of criticisms and other things. But I have very spicy gist for you guys here on this channel. One, the Naira note had been redesigned. Prior to the unveiling, we thought that it's going to be 100, 200, 500, and 1,000 Naira notes. But from what we have seen today, what has been redesigned has been 200 Naira, 500 Naira, and 1,000 Naira notes. So what I was expecting in today's video? It would interest you to know that this is the first time ever in Nigeria's history that it will be making its own, as in printing and redesigning its own Naira notes. So before now, Nigeria usually redesign and reprint its notes elsewhere. But right now, this current batch of new notes has been done locally in Nigeria by Nigerians. And we're going to look at the market implications of all this. And we're also going to look at how many African countries are printing their Naira notes. Is it a new thing? Is it something to be proud of? Or are we, joining this trend very late? So these and many more are going to be discussed in today's video. So please like, share, subscribe, and let's get into today's video. So first off, there's a very deceptive headline making rounds on social media. It reads, Central Bank of Nigeria spends 58 billion Naira to print 2.5 billion Naira notes. Now, if you were to read this headline like many people have done, you'll be like, what? How can we as a nation spend 58 billion Naira to print 2.5 billion Naira notes? That's very misleading. But the real story about that is the central bank has spent 58 billion Naira to print 2.5 billion Naira notes valued at 1.06 trillion Naira. So have you seen how these guys really package our stuff? Because you know that people want to hear negative news, okay? So what we have done is we have printed 2.5 billion Naira of single notes. So the paper that we have printed, if you want to count it numerically, the numeric value is 2.518 billion Naira of Naira notes. But the value of these individual notes cumulatively is valued at 1.6 trillion Naira. So the news headline should read, Nigeria spends 58 billion Naira to print 1.06 trillion Naira. Okay? That is what it should actually read. Because that is the truth. We are not spending more money to bring in less value into the economy. So now moving on, like I said in the video, we have 500 Naira notes, we have 200 Naira notes, and we have 1,000 Naira notes. And for the first time in Nigeria's over 65-year history, we are the one producing our notes. We are no longer importing notes from Malaysia. So prior to this new batch of Naira notes, we had a contract with Malaysia. So I think we designed the note and we send them the mock-up and they print the note in their mining press wherever in Malaysia, and then they ship it down to Nigeria, and the CBN begins to distribute it to the different banks that then supply it to the consumers who need it for their daily everyday activities. But as we speak and going forward, we are no longer going to spend foreign FX, that is dollars, trying to make our own money. We're going to print our money. We are doing it. We've done it. We're going to keep doing it using the Nigerian resource and the Nigerian human resource available to us to make, print, and distribute our own currency. And like I said earlier, only 4 out of 54 African countries print their currencies in their country. I would have really loved it if we were the first to, jump on board, but, better late than never. We are the 4th African country out of 54 African countries that print their own currency in their own country. And this is a very nice one. Deserves all the accolades it can get from um, from the people of Nigeria, listening to all this. All right, more development concerning this. We know that, so what are the benefits of all this redesigning and reprinting and all these things? There's been a lot of counterfeit Naira notes in circulation. A lot of people make money from counterfeiting and, faking the Naira bill and pushing it into the economy. So this alone is going to cut out all fake Naira notes in existence. One, because the bank guys have been trained in a way to spot out fake notes. So if you take fake notes to go and deposit right in the bank, it will not be accepted. So all the money pumped into producing fake Naira notes are just going to go down the drain alongside all those notes. The money circulation, all the illegal money gotten will now be flushed out of the system. All the money being hoarded will be returned back to the economy for more money to be available for circulation, and all the fake notes made would be invalid after 5 years. So we hope that going forward, the Nigerian banking system, the Central Bank of Nigeria, would actually keep to this international monetary policy and redesign its notes. I think every tenor, as in every 2 tenors, that is every 5 to 8 years. Moving on. So the CBN has said that it has received over 165 billion naira worth of old notes. The central bank governor said that about over 3 trillion naira was outside the vault of banks, meaning that over 3 trillion naira was supposed to be available for commerce, for trade in the Nigerian economy, but only 1 point, I don't know, I'm not sure of the point, but over 1 trillion, let us presume maybe 1.5 trillion was available in the Nigerian economy for everyday trade and investment, buying and selling. The remaining 1 point whatever trillion were being hoarded or basically being unaccounted for. So because of this, those money are beginning to come back into the economy so that more money, they can be, a lot of liquid available for commerce in the Nigerian economy. So this is going to end for today's video. Just a brief summary. We've redesigned our notes and we've unveiled them today. This redesigning occurred in Nigeria by Nigerians for Nigerians by the Nigerian Mining Corporation. We are one of 4 African nations printing our own currency in the country. We have currently, in the course of this first month, received over 165 billion naira back into the banks worth of old notes. We are currently cutting down a lot of, we are currently fighting a lot of corruption as regards the circulation of fake notes. And just to add, a lot of the EFCC released that it had information that some governors were planning to pay their workers in cash, probably because these governors had a lot of cash, stashed somewhere, and they didn't, they're looking for ways to get rid of this cash, being that they may not be able to actually go and deposit billions of cash into the bank without being flagged. So a lot of good has come out of this redesigning, and we are hopeful that moving on, we are going to see more benefits of redesigning this new note. So we are finished. I've talked plenty today. Thank you for listening, and we see you again. Remain blessed.